everybody, and welcome back to Mooch Life. Today we are in the kitchen with a blank canvas. We're getting ready to prep for the Traeger grill. Fall is here, and that means one thing: we love us some comfort food. So let's fill this bench up with some beef short ribs on the cutting board. We got a little paring knife so we can slice these guys up. Halloween is among us, little prop action. And we got our Bearded Butcher seasoning blend. We're going to be using one of these four today for these beautiful 100% grass-fed beef short ribs. So let's season these up and get out to the Traeger right here on Mooch Life. You didn't catch it. Check out these two beautiful sections of beef short rib, 100% grass-fed, from White Feather Meats down in Crescent, Ohio. Local butcher to us. They are super famous on YouTube right now. Go check them out. But we got 4 little rib sections there, 2 hunks of it. We're going to throw these on the smoker. So we're going to cut them up into individual pieces. We're going to season them with the Bearded Butcher Blend Black Seasoning, which is a coffee and molasses based barbecue rub. We're going to smother that all over this meat. We're going to get them on the smoker until they hit about an internal of 165, and then we're going to take them off of the grill and throw them into a braising pan, and we're going to finish them off that way. So today we're making braised short ribs, but we're going to smoke the meat first just to give it that little extra punch. We got all rib sections separated. Sounds good. Bad to the bone. So we're going to be nice and generous with this stuff here. We like flavor. We're going to get all sides, even the underside, the edges here. As we're outside, look how beautiful these pieces of short rib look. All seasoned up, smells phenomenal. We got the Ironwood 885. I've done other videos on my channel using this smoker, so go ahead and check them out. But for this cook here, we're going to turn the unit on. And we're going straight to 225. And once she gets up to temperature, we're going to use super smoke. Should be around 2 to 3 hours. We're going to use our thermometer probe here, get it up to 165. We'll set that on the Traeger app on our phone, and then we'll take them out and we'll put it in the braising liquid. So while these are cooking, we'll go ahead and show you inside the house, in the kitchen, what we do to make our braising cocktail. We are up to temp. We are 225 on the grill. So let's go ahead and put these guys on the top rack, get some awesome smoke circulating. Ooh, smells good already. I'm gonna put these bones crosswise. We're just gonna stack them all up. And I think this guy right here is our biggest one, so we're gonna put our thermometer in that one. So we'll get it right in the center. There's the bone there, so we'll go above it, right in the middle, just like that. Set this guy in here, we'll shut the lid. Then let me go ahead and clean up my hands, and then we'll show you on the phone how we set the probe on the Traeger app. Almost forgot, super smoke mode. With the push of a button, super smoke is on. Infuse all the extra goodies, all the extra good smoke, all the cigars, all the bourbon whiskey, all the beer, all the smoke. So we'll pull up the Traeger app. We'll click on our temperature probe and all the settings down there at the bottom. And then we're going to click on the probe, which is the right one. And we're going to set it up to 165. Right there. Hit confirm. And then whenever the probe gets to 165, my phone will make a glorious noise, so we can sit back and relax and let the grill do the work. As the ribs are on the grill doing their thing, we got some prepping to do right here in the kitchen. Let me show you what we got going on. We're going to make our braising liquid here. We got 4 cups of beef broth, 1 can of tomato paste. We got some cheap wine, some Merlot. And for our veggies, we have 1 large onion, sweet onion. We got some celery and some carrots. So let's get this all combined And we got our broth. Now we're going to put together our pan with the braising liquid and our veggies and throw it on the grill. Alright guys, what do you think of that? It looks beautiful already. Let's get it out on the Traeger, get this thing warmed up, and then we're going to throw our meat on top of this, wrap it in tin foil, and finish braising it right in this pan. I almost forgot the special touch here, 2 sprigs of rosemary. We got a nice beautiful color there, guys. Just like when you're cooking a brisket, you want to get that bark. Little squeeze, look at that juice coming out. So it's nice and soft. We got our probe reading 165 in the middle of that one. So I'm going to throw our liquid in. We'll put it right on the lower rack. And then I'm going to grab a piece of tin foil to cover it up so it comes up to temperature quicker. We're going to let it sit on here for another hour. We'll take the probes out. After another hour, we're going to add the meat to this solution, and then we'll finish it off. We can go a little bit higher here, so we're going to raise it. We'll go 300. And it cancels super smoke. And then once that comes up to temp, we'll get a nice steamy, delicious braising liquid to finish the meat in for the last couple hours. It's been 1 hour since we put our braising solution on the grill. And check out all those drippings, guys, right on top of the tin foil. We got the bones are sticking out of the meat real nice. Oh, it looks so beautiful. So what we're gonna do is just kind of slide that, let that juice go right into there. Now we're gonna put our meat right into the solution here. Down in there. So we got a nice crust on our meat, nice and dry. Now we're gonna let it soak up all this juice. Just put them on in. All 8 pieces. Go down in the fluid. Make sure they all got submerged. It smells so good, guys. The fragrance right now is unreal. Our tin foil back on. We're going to let these guys go about 1 more hour. We should be done. It's been about 3.5 hours. We're going to crack this open, check our pan, and see how tender the meat is. Depending on how thick or thin your meat is, it's going to vary your cooking times. Our short ribs today are on the thinner side, so we're going to check them out here. See how they look. Ooh, it smells so good. Take our foil off. Look at that liquid, guys. It's bubbling. It smells so good. So I'm going to stick a fork on the meat. See how easy it is to come apart. It's not fall off the bone just yet, so we're going to go probably another hour. Let me swish this around. those tops covered in some liquid again. Oh my god, it smells so good. Well, let's give it one more hour here, and then I think we'll be good to go. The meat's gonna be done. I mean, it's just gonna be not as tender. So I want the fork to go right through it real easy. It's got a little bit of a toughness to it still, so a little longer. So we got our cast iron skillet. We're melting half a stick of butter. And we got some fresh diced mushrooms. We're gonna cook them up. 4.5 hours later, and I think it's time to take the short ribs off the Traeger. Let's check these guys out. What do you think, Tootie? They smell good? Check it. Get out of the sun here. And that stuff is bubbling. We got the celery, the onion. Oh man, the rosemary. You can really smell it. It smells awesome. So if you stick your fork in there, you can see it starts to like flake away. And that's exactly what we're looking for. It might be hard to see on camera, but these are to the doneness that I want. So we're gonna pull these off. Serve them up. Let's go ahead and take these short ribs out of the pan, put them in a casserole dish. Check it out. Beautiful. I wish you guys were in the kitchen right now so you could smell what I'm smelling. Look, we lost a bone. We're boneless in here somewhere. And now we're going to carefully strain all of our veggies out. You can see the beef fat that rendered down in the sauce. It looks like oil on top of water effect, if you will. So we're going to go ahead and strain this all out. Oh, there's that missing bone. And we're going to crank this up to high. And what we're going to do is we're going to reduce that for about 10-15 minutes, and then we'll use that as a gravy for the ribs. And we're going to add the mushrooms to the gravy. So we got ourselves a nice wine, merlot, tomato paste, beef broth base with some mushrooms in it. I kept whisking this. You take your spoon, wooden spoon, metal spoon, and when you take it out and it looks like a thick sauce that sticks to it, like so, that's how you know you've reduced it enough. So what we're going to do here now is just turn the heat off, and then I'm going to dump in our sauteed mushrooms. We'll spoon some of this over top of these beautiful braised ribs. Check it out. Check that out. All over that beef. It smells so good, guys. Oh my gosh. Now the potatoes we're going to leave alone. This can be gravy for those potatoes. Put it on how you like. But I think for demonstration's sake, I think we're going to grab one of these guys and show you what we're dealing with here. Whew. We just take our fork, and the bone just comes right out. And then if we put our fork in there, it just mushes right through that fat. And the beef itself just falls apart right off the bone. There is that little silver skin at the bottom that we didn't take off. We're just going to eat around it. But check that out. Oh, dude, that's amazing. Some Classic beef short ribs, guys. Did I steal this recipe from How to Barbecue Right? Yeah, I did. But I added mushrooms. He didn't have those, and everybody loves mushrooms. My little twist. Cooking time, a little different. It's not the same exact video, but I'm in love already. So we're going to plate these up. Hopefully you liked all this juicy, beefy goodness right here on Mooch Life. Stay tuned for some more episodes where we go into depth with more smoking action, some barbecue action, maybe even some kitchen recipes, pasta dishes. Who knows what we're going to get into. Nonetheless, Henry, the dog, is ready to eat. Tootie behind the camera is ready to eat. I'm Mooch. That's Tootie. Henry. And this is Mooch Life. Peace out.